Hey y'all, my name is Bo. Been a long time since I made a video, but I built a model in a couple hours this afternoon while watching my kids. They're off of school for coronavirus. Hooray! So I've been trading more options lately, actually hopefully trying to invest using options. If you don't know much about option trading or investing, um, this one might not be for you, but otherwise you might want to look at this video for some nested ifs, pivot tables, just an interesting way, I think, to view my portfolio and the contents better than what I can get out of my brokerage account. So on the summary page here, we have in the columns A and B, we have some summary statistics on the portfolio. This is just the value of cash, value of equity, the market value of the short puts and long calls I have in the portfolio. Down below in row 10, I've got the short put liability, which is roughly the amount of money I'm going to have to pay if every single one of my short puts is exercised. Then I've got the difference between available cash and total cash and the short put liability, and based on this data it was about 20 grand. So that's good to know because my portfolio I have to have cash on hand that will cover the value of the short puts. Not the value, but actually the execution value of any short put I write. So here's the portfolio tab. As you can see, there's a whole mess of data. Most of it is what came directly from a output from my brokerage. In columns BQ through BY are the values that I calculated using if functions, search functions. This is what I'm using to make my pivot table work. So onto the pivot table. As you can see here, I've got stock tickers down the side. This data is from the 310 date and tab there. I just import the data and then copy and paste it into the portfolio page. As you can see, I've got different strike prices listed underneath the tickers of the underlying securities. There I've got two different strike prices for APN. You can see that I have two different execution strike prices for March 20th and another one for April 17th. I just like to be able to break it down this way, and the pivot table makes it really, really nice and easy that way. So here we are on the March 18th data sheet. I just copied this, imported this into Excel, into this workbook, and now I'm going to select all the rows that I need, all the columns I need, and then I'm going to paste them into the columns in the port page so that it populates my model accurately, and it doesn't overlap into anything I've calculated. So here I've got the updated pivot table. As you can see, I've got different values in column B for the summary data. Most notably, there is more available cash in the March 18th version of this portfolio. Also, you'll notice that the strike price on the Berkshire shares is 175. I believe it was 185 if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to check that, but it's really quick and easy. All you have to do is download the different data, copy and paste, and plug it in. Now I just want to show you a few of the formulas that I used. This first one is a real mess because it's a very complicated nested if. You can see I've got I'm pulling out cash. I'm putting labeling whatever that is, right? It could be cash, it could be bonds, it could be an option. If it's an option, I'm then proceeding to the next couple columns to determine whether to label if it's a call or a put. Then if it's a short call or a short put, the short or the long position would be labeled in the next column. And then I've got a concatenation in column BT. Column BU, I've got a function in there using length and search, and BV as well, similar function, but those are to pull out the strike price and the execution day. So now that I have the ability to invest using options, I'm more engaged as an investor, and I plan to be adding content to my website. Maybe I'll send more models that way. Maybe it'll just be blog posts. Maybe it'll be more journaling of my investment decisions and ideas. But go ahead and check that out. And if you want a copy of this model, I can't promise I'm going to be checking my email address tied to this site too often, but you can find it on bobookman.com as well. So thanks everyone for watching, sticking with me through this poorly edited video, and stay safe and stay healthy, everyone.